Hi, I'm Ellen Yin, founder and co-owner of High Street Hospitality Group here in Philadelphia. We operate Fork Restaurant here where we are today, High Street on Market, High Street on Hudson in New York City, High Street Provisions, A Kitchen and A Bar, part of AKA Rittenhouse Square. High Street Hospitality Group opened in 2014 when Chef Eli Culp and myself came together to create a hospitality group that would enable us to grow to about 5 to 10 concepts where we could serve really exceptional food that is produced responsibly, sustainably, and of course creates a culture that is equitable and encourages people to want to be in this industry. Most of us are in it because of the passion and because we love the hospitality industry, but the survival of your culture and your business are all dependent on whether or not you have a solid business plan, which has considered, a lot of different things. So in terms of selecting equipment, I think it really depends on the situation. When we decide to finally buy a piece of equipment, we look at a number of different things. One is, of course, the price of the equipment. But we also look at whether it's Energy Star rated, because sustainability is really important to us. So Energy Star is really important, but also warranties and what's included on the maintenance side is really important to us. And a perfect example, we just bought a brand new chef base, which is a piece of refrigeration, and out of no fault to our own, that piece was defective. And so without that warranty of parts and labor, we would have to pay for it ourselves. And that's the only risk when you're buying things not from a distributor or, off eBay or wherever. You may not be able to get those type of warranties. Well, we're all conscious of cost, and so we all want to do everything we can to properly maintain the equipment that we have without having to call people in to just do simple fixes. It is really good to have on a quarterly basis somebody come in and make sure that everything's working properly, make sure that there's no leaks. And so we try to stay on a quarterly maintenance program to the extent possible. So when we do get a new piece of equipment, we do keep all the manuals and we try to keep them tight, but oftentimes it's faster to just go online and look for that manual and be able to do a search and find for that specific problem that you're having. Manuals are really important, but training is equally as important, especially because we're the type of kitchen where we bring in a lot of young people to learn. We try to walk through every piece of equipment and make sure that they understand that jamming things, being rough with equipment, it's not designed to be treated in a rough manner. Treat it as you would a baby. If it doesn't go, don't keep jamming it. Don't put so much stuff in it that it can't function. These are all basic things that, by respecting the equipment, we help the restaurant out. When to call in a repair person is really important to the success of a business, especially a young fledgling business. We're jacks of all trade as entrepreneurs, but sometimes you have to call in the expert because A, you don't want to ruin your warranty by doing it yourself and breaking it and then finding out that it's no longer covered because you messed with it yourself. And two, you want to make sure that it's repaired properly and that you're not breaking something that causes a bigger repair than what it would have originally cost. Equipment breakdowns are a huge problem, and when they happen because of somebody else's fault, it's an insurable incident. So that's why you don't want your equipment to break down because of your own fault, which is why maintenance of equipment is really important, and why picking the right partner to come repair it is really important. Well, over 20 some years, I've learned that it's really important that your repair people are your partners because you have to really trust them. There's a lot of ways to be taken advantage of, unfortunately, in our business or any business, and you really have to know that the people who you're working with are the people that your manufacturer trusts. So regardless of the brand, they have designated people who they trust. And so when you pick your provider, you want to pick somebody who knows the bulk of your product. Well, the most important thing when you open a restaurant is to have a great team. Right now, really it's important to set the tone for expectations, for professional standards, for everything that we want to change in this industry that may or may not have been working for us in the past. Opening a new restaurant really allows you to set the tone for a new future, and I think that that's the most exciting part of opening a new restaurant right now, and I almost envy anybody who's able to do that right now.